It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day.
The record button. Let me put my camera back up. Let me make sure Beaker. Yep, still sleeping.
I just watched him fucking sprawl out. Like, he was not in the camera or in the doorway at all, and then all of a sudden he was just there, fucking completely fucking flat.
Dude, he's a nut. He's like, it's literally the perfect dog for my lifestyle. Just because, like, he just doesn't give a fuck. He, like, just chills, doesn't really care about anything. He is a very sensitive boy, though. Like, he does not like when you fuck with him too much. I've got him to growl. Like, I have to test him to see, like, what people can do. Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't want him to, like, freak out on somebody. Like, if they're petting him in a spot he doesn't like, or, like, you know, if they kiss him, like, on the chin or something, like, I have to find all these things that will trigger him and make him, like, fucking growl or freak out. And I did find, like, if you fucking wrap your arms around him and just start in his, like, collarbone, he fucking does not like that. He fucking, like, 180'd out of my arms and growled at me and nipped my face. I was like, oh shit.
Well,
like, lesson learned.
That's because that's how dogs actually fight for dominance.
No, no, he's a fucking nut, man. I just got to figure out what, like, makes him tick. I will say, though, he's a giant fucking pussy. He is afraid of other dogs.
I want him to jump and bite your neck so fast right now.
Dude, he is.
He hears you talking shit and just
He
creep behind you and just rips your throat out.
We take him on walks and we try and trick him to go toward the dog park. And as soon as he hears or sees another dog, he freezes and he's like, and we have to, like, fucking get behind him and shove him or, like, physically move his arms. And, like, I've had to carry him a couple times and he's like fucking like 80 something pounds. He's like, I think he might be more than that now, but he's a heavy boy. He's a cute boy, though. We love him. So, wait, I guess show intro. It's just another day with...
I'm eating a burrito, David.
Adam, what are you doing?
Not eating a burrito, Adam.
I'm Elliott. I'm not an alcoholic.
Welcome, Elliott.
He's like, I'm addicted to marijuana. Marijuana?
That's not a drug.
You ever suck dick for marijuana? Like, oh, rip. Yeah, rip fucking Bob Saget. I heard the hilarious joke the other day about that, where it was like, it's very ironic and poetic that America's Funniest Home Videos man died falling and hitting his head. Isn't that?
Yeah, how true is that?
That's
How
crazy.
fucking true is that?
Like, I was like, that's fucked up. I think Jeffrey Ross told that, and I thought that was really funny. I was like,
Good old Jeff Ross.
God damn. So what's new, Peggy Sue's? It's been a while. I guess, like, the newest thing is I have a dog. That's probably, like, the newest thing in my life. We birthed down a dog.
So, yeah, you got the dog. I got big dog.
Yeah, you got big dog, which we talked.
I got no dog.
Yeah, you got no dog. Not yet,
no dog.
Adam. I got
no dog.
You got like 3 nieces and nephews, and then they have 2 dogs. You basically have 5 dogs right there.
Pretty much.
I mean, allegedly. Allegedly.
It hasn't been proven.
No. Dude,
actually, I have something I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
All right, so we're going to break this down real smooth. So, you know me, I be watching the same shit all the time because I don't care. I'll always get a laugh out of stuff that I enjoy. So, specifically, I stumbled upon a joke that I never understood until maybe like a week ago, and it was when I was watching Mrs. Doubtfire. So,
your go-to?
I love that movie, but I never
Shout
knew
out
this
Matthew
joke.
Lawrence.
So when absolutely Lawrence Brother classic, certified classic.
Did you
So
guys see they have a commercial together? Sorry, sidetrack, but
we're gonna
they're in
come
a
back to
commercial
that.
together.
I need to
Oh,
know
we'll
about
come
all
back.
that.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll come back. I
Fair
need to know
enough.
all about that. But do you remember the scene, right, where Robin Williams is with fucking, what is it, Uncle Jack and fucking what's it, Uncle Frank and Aunt Jack, and they're doing the fucking like makeup for him and shit, and they're getting him like turned into Mrs. Doubtfire. Well, there's the joke when he's like he's like, I feel like Bubby, and like right before that he's like, oh, I should have never bought Gribbinus from Memorial. It's so chewy. I was like, I don't know what that is, but it sounds funny, and like for no reason I decided to look it up because like I wasn't thinking about it. So do you know what Gribbinus is?
No.
No.
Right, I didn't fucking know. So basically it's like Jewish pork rinds. So the idea is like it's just usually turkey skin or chicken skin fried, and then it makes like the little puff, and then they eat it. And I was like, well, what's chewy about that? I don't get it. I was like, what's a moil? And I forgot what a moil was, and that's the guy who fucking comes to your house and does the circumcisions.
Yeah, snips your tips.
Right, so all of a sudden the gears started turning. I was like, oh my god, the Gribbinus is made of fucking baby foreskin. I was like, that is the funniest joke.
Ew.
That is the best Jewish joke ever. I should have never bought Gribbinus from Memorial. It's so chewy. I was like, oh, fucking foreskin. It's fucking foreskin. I was like, wow. It's like,
Dude.
Robin Williams, you're getting me. Fucking 30 years later, you still got me.
Is that a Christopher Columbus film? Or am I
It
being
is,
crazy?
actually. No, I'm pretty
think
sure
so.
it is.
Did he write it?
I don't know if he wrote it. I know he directed it.
I mean, every time I look at Christopher Columbus, it's that racist asshole who came and took a bunch of fucking people away
Listen,
from their
didn't-
homeland.
Listen, he didn't do anything wrong.
It's just funny. I just like looking up Christopher Columbus's filmography because it's fucking insane. The movies he's done,
Yeah,
This
he's
man-
got
this man
fucking
doesn't
what?
get-
He's got,
like respect.
wait, he's got how many Harry Potters under his fucking belt? Fucking Mrs. Doubtfire. Fucking
The Goonies,
Home Alone.
yep.
Night at the Museum,
Yeah, because Christopher
Christmas with
Columbus,
Cranks,
he did Home Alone with fucking, it was like him and John Hughes, right?
Jingle
I
All the
think so,
Way.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Jingle
saying.
All the Way, a fucking another certified classic, even without a Lawrence brother. Could have used one,
Yep.
but at the time they weren't available.
Monkey Bone.
Fucking Monkey Bone.
Oh, I
God.
forgot about Monkey Bone.
Bro, I
What
might
a
be putting
movie.
that on tonight because I really love watching Chris Kattan and I really love Brendan Fraser, as we know.
Chris Kattan. So that's actually funny. So the other day I watched Corky Romano, if you remember that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
fucking-
care how
I
stupid you are. And I don't care how gay you are. Like,
I put that on. I had myself quite a fucking giggle at that too, and I was just like, dude, Chris Kattan did not get enough movies. Like Night at the Roxbury, great. Fucking Corky Romano, great. I'm like, dude, you deserved so many more movies.
I mean, he's SNL alumni.
Yeah, but still, like,
No,
he
no, but I'm
needed-
saying like
he
that's
also
what's
needed
crazy
more
is
movies.
that's what's crazy is you think like how many SNL people have become like all stars, and he is like one
Yeah.
who just hasn't.
I
It's
think his only
insane.
downfall is that he wasn't friends with Adam Sandler. I think that's what.
Maybe,
didn't get him
yeah. I
rushed
mean, a
to
lot of those
stardom.
guys all stick together. Yo, Beaker heard me drop my phone. He's like, "The fuck."
I saw his fucking head pop up. I mean, like, think about it. For Adam Sandler, most of the people that you see, you know, like, I mean, really, what kind of fucking career was David Spade gonna have without Adam Sandler?
I mean, David Spade was successful, but it was with Chris Farley, and then when Chris Farley died, him and Adam kind of worked together. I mean, they now like. I think David Spade's hilarious. I listened to his Fly on the Wall podcast. I feel it's so weird to like be on a podcast promoting other podcasts, but like to be honest, Fly on the Wall is pretty good. It's him and Dana Carvey, and they talk to people all the time from either their past in SNL or like actors and stuff they've worked with. It's pretty good. Like they're just really funny because they talk about old stories, like the behind the scenes shit that are always great.
Well, yeah, dude, Dana Carvey, that's a solid pick for anything. Dana Carvey's always incredible. He's such a good character
Is he
actor.
not
Like
turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Turtle Club, dude. That's something I'll never forget. Like
He's
that
like,
whole Master of Disguise movie.
Yeah. It was
Did
so
you have-
weird.
So, did you ever watch through the end credits of that movie, like all the way through it?
Mm-mm.
Maybe, but I
So-
don't remember.
So that movie Fast and the Furious, and I think
Are they all part of the same
maybe-
universe? Because that'd be hilarious.
That's where I'm going. No, they all have end credit scenes, and this is like before they were like super popular with Marvel and shit. And there was one other movie, but it was a scary movie, and I can't remember what it is. But literally, like, there's a house. It's not like House on Haunted Hill or something. But then, like, the end of the movie, they're like literally the camera pans through the house, and the door slams behind the camera, and you're like, oh shit. But Master of Disguise, do you remember the dummy, the slapping dummy
Mm.
that he was
Yes.
like fighting? So at the end credit scene, if you watch it all the way through, there is a fucking midget with a Mario mustache in the machine. And there is a little midget, and they get into a fight, and literally the midget just runs around. He's like, I slap you. And he fucking just runs around slapping the shit out of Dana Carvey. And it is awesome. It's so fucking funny.
Oh my god, it just makes me think of, oh my god, is a midget.
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day too. I had the fucking Trapped in the Closet like rolling through my head so heavily.
Chelsea and I put that on every once in a while and just giggle. Like, I realize so many artists I listen to are problematic now. I'm like, why you guys gotta be ruining my fucking music genres? So now people are like, oh, you're a guy who listens to that? You listen to R. Kelly? Yeah, I listen to old R. Kelly. It's fucking good music back then. I mean, maybe if Hitler was a good painter, we'd have some of his artwork hanging up, but because he was shitty, it was not like...
Hey man, I got the picture of his German Shepherd hanging up in my room that he painted.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I'm
That'd
not
be
serious. It's just-
hilarious. That'd be
That's just the-
hilarious. You
That's
didn't
just
know.
that bullshit from that Always Sunny episode that
Yeah.
I remember. I've never forgotten that. I love that. And they find all the fucking Nazi paraphernalia.
In the their grandfather shit.
Yup.
It's just
Mhm.
funny. Like, I don't know. Like, I've realized so many times, like, I like movies or actors, and I'm like, oh man, why do they have to go and fuck up things? Because now the libs will attack me for being like, oh, you watch Seven? Do you support Kevin Spacey? It's like, yes, I like the movie Seven. It's good.
I thought you were saying yes, you support Kevin Spacey.
Man got extradited.
Kevin Spacey, that was a fucked up one. That was the first one that came to mind, but like one I didn't even really watch House of Cards.
I didn't either.
I
The
didn't either.
movie 21 isn't really that great.
What a
Seven's
fucking-
good
the-
though.
The picks.
Seven
Oh,
is
God.
good. Seven's a fucking movie right there. That's a great movie.
But that's what I mean. So many times, like, an actor does something, and it kind of like, I don't know. I think maybe that's me that can just look past it because I'm like, well, he's just portraying something somebody wrote. Like, it's not like he is that character or created it. It's just he's facilitating that role. It's like,
Oh, I'm not
I don't
worried-
consider it
I'm not
Kevin
worried about
Spacey.
that
It's
so
like, that's a
much. He's-
different dude. No, but I'm saying, like, the crazy libs that will be like, no, fuck that guy. Sorry, Beaker. I know libs get you all hot and bothered. You can lay back down.
I understand too. I mean, it would be easier if he didn't fuck them kids, but
Yeah.
he definitely fucked them kids,
Well,
and that
I mean, can you watch
that-
any Miramax films or like, because like, what they did?
what? Because of Weinstein? Because of
Yeah.
Weinstein, or what do you
Yeah,
mean?
that's what I mean. Because the Weinstein Company and Miramax, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
That guy
but-
did a lot of fucked up shit, but like, does it
Yeah, but
spoil
the-
all those movies he made?
Well, no, not in that case. The thing about the Miramax movies or the Weinstein shit in general, is it wasn't even hidden information.
No, it was so public.
Everybody knew. They literally had this shit in the show Entourage, which was one of the biggest shows of its time, and they were portraying Harvey fucking Weinstein doing everything in the flesh that he has done, and people were like, "What a character!"
On his network.
And then exactly, and then of course everyone else is like, "Yeah, I'd fuck her too. I'd fuck her." Like, you want this movie? You want to do this? It's like that's everywhere. But also, like I said, I'm not gonna. I mean, yeah, bad person, but it's not like he fucking made them. All he did was pay for them.
Bro, it's like the Emmys. They made jokes about him all the time at the Emmys of doing that stuff. And you're like, oof. Will Smith
Oh, yeah.
better have gone up and slapped him.
Will Smith would not dare. I think Harvey Weinstein's like 6'5" or some shit. I don't think he has the balls to attack someone his own size. Will Smith is a fucking soy boy beta cuck.
Soy boy beta cuck. I
He
love it.
absolutely is. How is he not? With his fucking bald headed fucking wife looking like a fucking burnt peanut and shit.
Bro, burnt peanut. Bro, speaking of the Miramax, did you see the trailer for the Clerks 3?
Yeah, I absolutely saw it. I'm ready to fucking watch it. I want to see it. I want to know what's gonna go on because
Straight to DVD. Straight to a streaming service, probably.
well, they
It'll
did
be-
a
It'll be
limited
release,
theater release. Yeah, they did that for Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
which I'm glad I didn't pay for that movie. It was free on like HBO or something, and I was like, this movie is, I don't know, man. He's lost it, in my opinion. I think he's just.
See, I don't think he's really lost it per se. I just think he's had enough shit go on in his life that he wants to push and portray.
Mm-hmm.
And I think once that gets out and he gets that out, you can go back to other shit. But you know, you got to think too in his situation. Like, I mean, think of any of his. He doesn't own any of his movies. Miramax owns them, or somebody else owns them, or whoever actually owns them. So all the creative shit that could have happened in between that could have kept these franchises going, it never got to be. And of course, obviously, whatever he wants to put in the movies, they pick and choose. You know, kind of the only movie he's ever gotten to completely make his own without any questions or regard from anyone else was the first Clerks movie. So I mean, if other people don't tell him
and
what to do,
Tusk.
he makes. I don't think that was all on his dollar. I'm pretty sure there were some other people who were like, can't do this, can't do that, and kind of got in the mix a little bit. But also, I'm gonna say it. There's nothing wrong with the movie Tusk. It is a perfect fucking B horror movie. I don't know how else you could make a B horror movie without making something exactly like that.
A man that gets turned into a walrus. It's fantastic.
It's weird as shit. It's exactly what it should be, and it had fucking Haley Joel Osment in it. So
And Justin Long, who again,
Yeah.
he's like the Brendan Fraser of this generation. He doesn't get recognition for his greatness.
actually, you know what? Let's talk about Justin Long too, because it just kind of. So this is what led me to that question I asked you: which movie do you think was better, Talladega Nights or Step Brothers?
I mean,
The
to be honest, the right answer is Talladega Nights.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm in that group. I'm for it.
Anybody
Not
that
that there's anything wrong with
disagrees,
Step Brothers.
you can tweet me.
Well, funny enough, the only reason I thought of that is because I was sitting down and I actually put on Dodgeball. And as I was watching Dodgeball, because it's on HBO, they have the unrated and the regular rates. I was like, let me throw on the unrated version of Dodgeball. That movie was always so good. Not only did I have like a tremendous amount of laughs, I was like, dude, what a fucking OP cast of fucking people. Like
Mm-hmm.
Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, Alan fucking Tudyk, fucking. The list goes on and on. Fucking, the only person that was missing that would have really turned it up is if he got his dad in there and Jerry Stiller popped out of fucking nowhere
know.
for some
That'd
part
been-
in the movie.
Yeah.
Dope. I mean, also Jason Bateman fucking filming
Yeah, and Gary
in between.
Cole.
Yeah, he was literally like this. Like, I'm pretty sure he was filming Arrested Development at the time, and he was only like he happened to be on the lot, and they were like, "Jason, please come in and just do this hilarious role," and he like recorded all of that in like 2 hours. That's rad.
Perfect.
It's just so good. It's just like and there was no footage. He just recorded all that, just not knowing what was happening in the script, and it's just like so funny. His hair just all spiked up and shit. But it is like, I think that's also like one of the ones where like if you were to be like, would you rather watch Zoolander or Dodgeball? Like,
I'm gonna watch Dodgeball.
that's tough because I've watched Zoolander so much, and I love that movie so much.
Well, I think like 3 of the fucking cast from that are in fucking Dodgeball too.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But Billy Zane, can it, Billy Zane? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, Derek, you don't want to do this. Like, it's just like, it's so good. I don't know. There's like, I think that era of comedy is one that is missing. Like Ben Stiller, the amount of stuff Ben Stiller's worked on, even that is just like fucking hysterical, is just unreal. Like, if there was like a Mount Rushmore of underappreciated comedy people, like, I think Ben Stiller is definitely like the first face on that mountain, because everybody's always like, oh, Will Ferrell, and like now everybody's like Kevin Hart and all these people. I'm like, bruh, do you know how much shit that fucking Ben Stiller's in that's hysterical to this day? I mean, all the Meet the Parents films, whether or not they aged better or worse, they were fucking.
I think they
hysterical at the
actually.
time.
I think they aged fine. I actually really enjoy those movies, except for
Little Fockers.
Little Fockers. Yeah, that one I wasn't like super into as much, but they tried it. They made it kind of work. There's some funny jokes in it. I don't like it as much as the first and the second one.
But like, I think he's on par with Adam Sandler with the type of films he's put out.
Let me
He's gonna
help you
fucking
there.
Smack me down now.
He's way fucking better than Adam Sandler, dude. Like, I promise you, if you had the entire Adam Sandler collection versus the entire Ben Stiller collection, I'm watching the Ben Stiller collection because those movies that Adam Sandler did, like fucking Happy Gilmore and shit and Hubie Halloween, get to go in the Ben Stiller collection because he's in them. So the only two movies I really want to watch being like Happy Gilmore and Hubie Halloween, boom, I get them. Like, I don't have to fucking take the rest of the garbage that Adam Sandler's done. And then also I get fucking I get Dodgeball, Heartbreak Kid, Along Came Polly. Like, those are fucking hilarious movies.
Envy?
Something About Mary, Envy, yeah, fucking Envy.
What's the
classic.
apartment one I watched that you
Duplex.
Duplex.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
But that's what I mean. So it's like, I mean, with Adam Sandler, it's like you get Punch Drunk Love, which is like the weird
crap. That movie's crap.
I thought it was
fucking
okay, but I also watched it when I was 16. So
that was one of the most that was such a boring movie, and Adam Sandler trying to get out of the fucking like comedy fucking scene and get into like, well, I guess it's really like
Uncut
a dark
Gems,
comedy, but yeah, but Uncut Gems that movie was good. That was a decent fucking movie.
Still haven't seen it because it's like 3 hours, and I don't have that kind of time.
They panned out a fucking decent movie. That was cool, but
his newest one wasn't bad either. Was it Hustle?
The
on Netflix?
basketball one where he finds that dude and teaches him how to be a good basketball player.
I'll see
Yeah.
that.
It wasn't
Wasn't
bad.
gonna happen.
I knew that
wasn't
movie
gonna
was.
happen
I
to
saw
me.
the trailer for that, and I was like, "This is an Adam movie if I've ever seen one." I was like,
Yeah.
"This is straight up like if it's gambling or it's about like coming into sports as like the underdog and then rising up to the challenge, and whether or not you fail does not matter, but it's just the journey to it and the acceptance of that." I was like, "This is an Adam film all over. This is Rocky, baby. This is
Yeah.
Rocky with the basketball."
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was like, "Fucking give Rudy a fucking basketball and put him out there." Like, not radio
Rudy
though.
sucks.
Not radio. Fucking A. I don't know. I don't know why comedies get on the brain for us so often. Oh yeah, shit. I forgot to tell you. I've watched one series and 2 movies since we've last spoken. I finished Community. While the ending is like the most fucking disappointing thing I've ever seen. I think that's worse than the Lost ending. Other people are like, "Oh, it's great." I'm like, "No, dude. That was like a fucking dumb ending." I was like, it was like a non-ending ending. And I mean, what the fuck? I was like, you had such a great show with a great cast and great characters, and then like the last 2 seasons were just like treading water. I'm like, what is happening? And they still have hopes of putting out a Community movie sometime soon. I'm like, please don't bother. Please don't bother. Nobody will watch it. It's going to be like when Arrested Development came back. Nobody watched it.
Yeah.
No, I watched it. It was okay, but I wouldn't watch Community. I'm not gonna go back to that. I'm not in that. You're right. I'm not interested. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I watched it. It's over.
Make something
You
new.
fucked it up.
Like,
I mean-
you bring those casts back and do a new thing. Minus Chevy
What's his
Chase.
name? Dan Harmon. Fuck
Yeah.
Dan Harmon. Dan Harmon sucks.
Well, I don't even need him to write the show. I just think like,
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get rid of him. Fuck him. Goodbye.
just get a bunch
Write
of
Rick and Morty. You fucking tit.
different people to write something cool for them. I think you could get them to all, because like they're all pretty decent actors. I mean, the paintball episodes literally are like some of the greatest television. Like, period. They're just, the stories are so fucking funny, and each one's different. And every time they're like, "Why are we still doing this?" And like,
Yeah.
even you as the viewer are like, "Fuck, why are we still doing this?" But you still enjoy it. It's just like, it's dope. I'm like, this is some dope shit. And then last night we watched this movie called Eli. And
Eli, like the what?
The Book
No,
of
no,
Eli?
it's just called Eli, and it's just about this little kid who's like has this weird thing where he's allergic to the outside world. Like, he has like his immune system
pussy.
fights everything. And then so his parents sell everything to get him into this doctor's facility, and she starts treating him like with an experimental treatment and stuff, and then the kid starts seeing ghosts and all sorts of stuff, and he thinks the house is haunted. And then the redhead girl from Stranger Things is in it as like another little kid.
Sadie Sink.
It has a real good like whole story overall. I would say it has like several weird twists and turns, but like overall, like when we finished the movie, I was like, dude, this is a dope ass movie. It was only like an hour 30 or like an hour 20 minus the credits, you know? It's like this is my perfect.
See, I don't know
perfect length.
The movie you're describing sounds a lot like A Haunting in Connecticut or whatever, and I'm just kind of like
it has the lady from The Haunting of Bly Manor and like all those ones, those like shows, and I found out it's a fucking MTV film made in
MTV
2019. I was like, this is crazy. And then the other thing I recently watched that I fucking recommend for everybody is Prey, the Hulu.
Okay.
Yep, I watched that last night.
That was
All right, let's just
so
talk about
good.
that. That movie was fucking the shit. I enjoyed that so much. That for me was probably one of the coolest and most interesting Predator movies to watch since like the first one.
Dude, one of the most interesting like just movies in general, because like it doesn't like there's no characters you hate, like, you know what I mean? Even like the Mohawk dudes that were like, bitch, you coming back with us, like you get it from their perspective, because they're like, look, you're a fucking detriment to the tribe right now out here. Our job is to bring you back. We're gonna fucking bring you back whether you like it or not. And then they die and you're like, oh yeah, fucking spoiler, whatever. But they die.
Who cares?
Yeah, I know. We're talking about the movie. Of course we're going to fucking spoil it. We're not fucking boomers. But you know what I mean? It's like those guys were just doing a job. And yeah, they were beating the shit out of her. And you're kind of like, fuck them? But not really. And it was just great. And let's just all say the best actor in the whole movie is that goddamn dog.
Yeah, dog was awesome.
Ridiculously awesome.
Dog was sweet.
I enjoyed that relationship that they pulled off with that. That was really good. I like that, and I also really enjoyed when they were beating the shit out of her, because she was a fucking monster, dude. That bitch threw hands like a motherfucker, and they didn't make it seem like unreal at all. It wasn't like all of a sudden she just like hulked out and did this and that. She just, you know, hit a couple moves here, fucking threw down on some hands, fucking.
It was strategic the way she fought. Like, they were brutes, you know, they were used to like the hunter brute, and she was just like, well, I know, like, if I hit you in the fucking knee here, you'll fall down, and then I can club you in the throat, and then you'll come at me. I'll juke back. Like, it was just like, and you can tell the stylized fighting of it is like, this girl may not be strong physically, but her mental game is so much better than everybody else's.
Oh yeah.
And it was all, and I loved the fact that they spoke American English and then the French spoke French. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
it
well,
was so cool.
I watched it in Comanche. I didn't watch it in
Oh, did
English.
you?
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
They have
It
it
was pretty
completely
sick.
filmed in all Comanche. I thought
That was
that
pretty
was a
dope.
very
That's what I
interesting
watched
thing.
it in, and then I was like, okay, I just put the subtitles on like I always do, but it was pretty sweet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to watch it again now. Now that I know I can watch it twice. There he goes. He's got to go out.
And it's in Comanche and in French, so
That's
you won't
awesome.
understand a word they're saying, but you have to read it.
Nope, I respect it though.
When
Yeah,
I
it
was
was sweet.
Holy shit, that means they filmed it twice, because like the mouth, like them speaking English was like.
Well, no,
them
I think
speaking
I think they speak English, but it's dubbed in Comanche.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say like.
I don't know. I wasn't really watching the mouths too often, so
No, I'm
Yeah, no, I'm
kinda reading.
pretty sure it's
Kinda
because that girl who like the main character, she's like some type of Latina type girl. I don't think she's Mexican. Or sorry, I don't think she's like a native anything.
No, it's an all native. Like all of the lead actors and people that had everything to do with the movie are all Native American heritage. Yeah, like
So am I, but I'm not in the fucking movie.
yeah, well, not yet. No.
Yeah. Pray too. I'm coming.
A funny thing I learned about that movie too is apparently that dog was a fucking nightmare on the set and just didn't do anything they wanted for the most part and just made it really hard to film. But I was like, dude, that dog looked dope. One, beautiful dog, and two, like honestly, that relationship was like, it was like Halle Berry's character in John Wick 2 or 3.
Oh, where she had her two dogs.
Her Malinois going like, and like they would do shit like.
That
I-
shit was badass.
I was
I don't like
"God
Halle
damn."
Berry at all, and I hope she's not in the next John Wick movie. But she's just, dude. I just never realized what a fucking like bad actor she really is. Because the only things I'd ever seen her in was what, like,
Swordfish.
yeah, you got what, Swordfish, Die Another Day, right? Is that the one she was in?
Oh yeah, the Bond. That one didn't do her any credit because it was in
Well,
the late.
yeah, she was just there to show off her tan belly, and I liked it.
Skeet,
And what else
skeet.
was she in? She was in Monsters Ball, right? Yeah, she's in Monsters Ball. But then, like, after that, once you get into like her
Batwoman.
in the X-Men, Catwoman, fucking ending in that regard, like the shit just goes downhill from there. With
I fucking said Batwoman. That wasn't right.
close enough. Could have been Batwoman.
That film got canceled. No, like,
Thank God. Well, Batgirl got canceled, but yeah, same thing.
hey, I don't want to sign gender.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's hilarious. They canceled that thing because they're dumping 90 million into it.
It was because the movie was bad. Everybody was
Just-
like, "Oh, they canceled," it," and they're like, "No, this movie is just bad." Ron Howard was like, "This is a bad film. I can't even fix this." They're like,
Dude, the
"Fuck
the memes going around about Michael Keaton fucking having to show up in the Morbius movie, which was a piece of dog shit. Batgirl getting canceled, and then fucking the Flash
yeah.
that he was going to be in also probably getting fucking scrapped. They were
yeah,
like,
what
"What a time
the
to be
fuck did
Michael fucking
Ezra
Keaton."
do? He
What do you mean? What did he do? He did everything. He's a fucking horrible person. Do you like you know the track record up until now, right? Like the
no, I don't. I say I don't watch any of the
Oh.
DC stuff.
Well-
I don't know. I didn't even know who he was. I just saw like the Flash
So-
star.
yeah. So his right now his big thing is that he's in the Fantastic Beasts movies. Obviously the DC movies as Flash, and I think it was like before, like right before COVID or right as COVID started, he was in some foreign country, which I cannot remember which one it was. I know it was somewhere in Europe. And there's a video of it. You can literally watch it if you want. And some lady goes up trying to get like a picture with him. He's like, "What, you want to fucking fight?" And then he just like starts choking out this like grown woman for no reason. Just doing like the 2-hand fucking rape choke, just trying to get at her. And then that shit happened, and everyone kind of gave it a pass because liberals, and he's like king liberal, and he wears makeup, so you know, you see how that goes. And he went to Hawaii like a couple months ago, got in trouble for like public intoxication, and then he also like once again started to like try to pick fights with these people in a bar and got tossed out of the bar. And then when they tossed him, I think they arrested him and took him to a drunk tank for the night, let him out. And then just the other day he tried to fucking like rob somebody, and he like broke into their house, stole a bunch of shit, and then he got busted and they fucking arrested him again. And I think that was like the final straw. And as that happened, the next day, that's when they were like, "Yo, we're canceling Batgirl, we're probably gonna cancel the fucking Flash, we blah 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 blah." Like they got a whole fucking mess with that fucking piece of shit.
That's I mean that's terrible for the DC universe, because that means like the only movie that they have to look forward to now is Joker 2, which just cast Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
Well,
Let's be
maybe
honest.
Harley Quinn. They haven't confirmed who
They-
the character
You
is.
know what the fuck you cast that bitch for. No offense, I'm not calling her a bitch, but I'm just using it as a derogatory word.
Well,
towards
you don't
women.
know that. She
No.
could be.
Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Somebody probably shot and stole the dog for a reason.
I mean,
Anywho.
Lady Gaga seems like a nice person.
Yeah,
but
no, she seems chill. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of Hollywood doing that, where they fucking just can't not do Joker and Harley Quinn. Like, they just can't not do it, and they keep. It's just like, fucking stop. Like,
yeah, I
Jo-
mean, they could obviously just they could knock it off, but they know it's gonna sell. But like I said, they're claiming that it isn't Harley Quinn, and the story is like whatever the title of the movie is, which I can't really fucking pronounce, is supposed to be a term for two people who share the same mental illness together. So I don't really know what exactly that entails or what that means. But the whole movie is also supposed to be like a musical.
what the fuck?
Yeah, so that's the other thing where I was already kind of turned off. I was like, dude, I don't want a Joker musical movie.
Can they just hire
That's-
me to be an executive at fucking like for Warner Brother DC, whatever the fuck they are, like, or Paramount. Who owns them? Who owns
Yeah,
it?
it's Warner Brother DC. You're right. That's it.
Hire me. I will make sure you don't make bad films and bad decisions because, one, nobody fucking wants a musical. The last musical that was any success at all was Hamilton, and it was because it was white people getting to experience black culture for the first time. And I'm talking high society white people, not us. But you know what I mean?
Well, I need to also be very, very specific again. Hamilton fucking sucks, and Lin-Manuel Miranda is the worst thing to happen to acting or stage in ever.
But you know what I mean? That was the last musical.
I don't want to hear that cocksucker rap one more fucking time. Not ever. And if there was ever a fucking play that didn't need to, good, get rid of him forever.
He didn't. He lied. That was like one of the biggest controversies. Is like
he is a mega douche. He is so beyond a regular douche. It's unreal. Like he is one of the worst fucking people ever. He is basically just Ezra Miller to me.
To do a fucking musical, the only other musical that I can think of that is modern, actually written modern times for us, is Book of Mormon. And it's like you don't have you aren't gonna get children into a DC audience. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just you gotta get rid of musicals.
Joker's not meant. That's also not meant for children. That's an R-rated movie.
Dude, people are bringing their kids to those films. You know that.
Well,
People
yeah, I know that.
superhero.
It's not. They're not sending it for kids. They're not sending it. They're like this is for the.
But like overall, DC doesn't have anything going for them right now. So you might as well just like.
The only thing
try
DC
something.
has going for themselves right now is you got what Titans on HBO. You got Peacemaker on HBO, and what was that other show? Doom Patrol and Doom Patrol. Those shows are
Brendan
fucking
Fraser.
good. Like
Full
exactly.
circle.
Little circle, baby. If you've not watched fucking Doom Patrol or Peacemaker or any of that shit, you should definitely fucking watch it.
I might start watching it on lunch because I'm gonna finish Wilfred and then I need another show because I'm already
did you
balls deep
watch
into Wilfred.
Did you watch the new Suicide Squad movie that they did? The one they put like right on HBO?
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, I like that movie. That movie was good, but I like the fucking the Peacemaker solo show even better, and it literally picks up the moment after he's been fucking shot.
That's awesome. Yeah, I heard it's like fucked up and funny.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. They did not fuck that up at all.
But I want them to just like Kevin Feige is the reason that Marvel exists and is successful because he's one person plotting stories and hiring people to write his movie. You know what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man's not technically theirs, but like Black Panther, right? A character nobody gave a shit about turned into a fucking phenomenal film because he was like, I want Black Panther. But you know what I'm saying? Like
Black Panther. Let's be honest. That movie was not that great.
We talked about David.
Bro, they did not finish the fucking CGI in the final fight.
That's true, but
there was a lot of shit that was fucked up with that movie that didn't go. The only reason, and I'm gonna give it a name, the only reason that movie was successful is what I'm gonna refer to as the Obama effect. And
I want you to have like a spreadsheet, and you just you click to the next slide on PowerPoint and it just says Obama effect.
Obama effect. Literally, black people were like, mine, and they took it, and that's fine. I don't know if Black Panther's supposed to be created for black people. I feel like all comics are just created for everybody. I don't ever feel like Black Panther was specifically for black people.
It must be
and neither
tough
do I feel like
seeing only white superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, the one chance they had of making a non-white superhero was not Shang-Chi. What was the DC Iron Fist? And then they made it fucking the whitest dude from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but Danny Rand. Yeah, but Danny Rand is white. You're not gonna make him Asian.
Oh, you can make him Asian.
Well, no, you can't. He's a white guy. That's not the point. You don't color wash characters. You put them with what they are. Like, dude,
Do it.
the problem I have with all this shit is it's like, oh, well, make them Asian. Like, okay, so I need one more Kung Fu Asian. Like, nah, settle down. What you need is the actual black characters that exist in the universe. Like, you got Michael B. Jordan saying, I'm going to play Superman. Then he's like, okay, guess what? It's not Clark Kent. It's another Superman. It's actually like Black Superman. It's a whole different story, different universe. And it's like, you know what? I hope that shit moves on. I hope it works because that's just one more cool multiverse to be a part of that can add in later. Then you can have Superman versus Superman. But instead, they go, nah, son, we need Black Clark Kent. I was like, Clark Kent's not fucking black. You don't need Black Clark Kent. And then you have you have Jon Stewart, a fucking Green Lantern, black as shit, blackest man I've ever seen. You have fucking Mr. Terrific, who is one of the like smartest men in the fucking DC universe, who creates all sorts of badass weapons, does all sorts of cool shit. Don't fuck him. You barely do Martian Manhunter, who's a major character who literally, when he's not a Martian, is a black man. You don't do shit with that, but people want to color wash every other character. I'm like, why not have Black Superman? Because it's stupid. Superman's not Clark Kent's not fucking black. And that's the same thing. They'd be like, okay, what if they made the Falcon a white dude and it wasn't Anthony Mackie? That would be fucking stupid. The dude's fucking black. Just like fucking his partner coming up when he takes on the Captain America role. He has Patriot show up, who's a fucking black kid. And guess what? That motherfucker's coming and he's black.
Dude,
Why
we
would
need
you-
a Static
Why would you
Shock
post
movie.
another black person? Yes, we fucking do. That's one of the coolest fucking characters that DC has produced. And
Remember
I
that
thought he was going to
cartoon?
show up in the Black Lightning show.
Remember that cartoon? Superhero Static
See, look,
Shock.
See, like, and Static Shock has a lot to do with like the Black Lightning shit because Black Lightning has similar powers and kind of like trains him a
You
little
mean Black
bit.
Adam?
No, Black Lightning. It's literally imagine if Static Shock was an adult, and that's Black Lightning. He's just the adult version of Static Shock, but they're not the same person, but they have the same powers. That's how I can
Interesting.
describe that. But guess what? They had their whole show, whole black family of fucking superheroes. Boom. It was a fucking hit.
Can we have Jamie Foxx do something? I don't know why that just popped in my head, but I want him in something
I mean, he
soon.
played fucking Electro, which was a mistake in the Spider-Man universe, but
That was the bad Spider-Man universe, right? That was Amazing Spider-Man with Garfield.
yeah, the problem was Andrew Garfield was great, but the movies were just written like dog shit because Sony fucked that whole thing up and just made a fucking mess.
Why can't we have a black
But-
Spider-Man, Miles Morales?
I mean,
Mexican boy.
shit. Did you see did you watch the Green Book? You ever watch that?
I don't even know what the fuck that is. There's only one
Oh,
book
no,
I
I've
know
never
that's
seen
Green
it.
Baby.
Dude, the Green Book is the shit. It's that guy Viggo Mortenstein and Mahershala Ali, and he plays like an Italian mob dude. Viggo Mortensen, kind of mobbish. He's not really in the mob, but he's just a badass dude from the block in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Gets hired on to protect this black musician who Mahershala Ali plays, but his name is like Doc something or the Doc. I don't really know. I guess he's some famous fucking musician from like the fucking 50s or some
Doc
shit for playing
Antle.
piano. I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Not Doc
But
Antle's
that movie, that movie was the shit. And Mahershala Ali is playing fucking Blade coming up in the new Marvel fucking movie. And that shit makes sense. Like, once again, you have black characters, but you don't want to use them. And the only reason that movie's even coming is because that Oscar-winning actor showed up and was like, "Hey, Kevin Feige, can I be Blade?" And he's like, "Yes, yes, you can."
Dude, I would have
No other
loved
questions.
Michael B. Jordan as Blade because I think he actually has the aesthetic and like body for it. Like, you know what I mean? The aesthetic. The Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, but
aesthetic.
he already had a role.
I know,
in
that's the
Marvel,
thing.
so
I was
he
like,
can't.
motherfucker.
Well, he's had multiple roles. He played fucking the Human Torch in the fucking Fan Four Stick
well,
movie, which was
That's not real.
That's not
Fucking-
canon.
yeah, that was
That's not
fucking
real.
trash. And then you had him play Killmonger, which was
Which
pretty good up until the ending. The ending was just really fucking stupid.
I know,
Made
like-
no sense whatsoever.
You shouldn't have killed him in that movie because he could have replaced, the man who died.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Black Panther is the fucking king of the dead. He can bring back dead people if he wants. That's part of like his powers. He can
Well-
just go to his necropolis and bring back the dead.
Do it in real life then, motherfucker. You can't. Like,
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, bring back fucking Chadwick Boseman. Man was a hero.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, it's so interesting. Like, I don't know. I feel like the main issue I just foresee for DC is that they have no real vision. Because he's dating Scarlet Witch. No, they have no vision on where they want to take their stories. Where like, DC does have big story arcs, but like the Marvel one that they knew from the beginning is like, we want to do the Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos. Like that was like their main thing, and they did it. Like they set that goal like when we were in fucking like middle school or high school. Whenever Iron Man came out, I think it came out when we were in high school, but I can't remember.
Before that, the Edward Norton Hulk movie is actually the first movie of the MCU.
But you know what I mean?
It actually starts
it's
there.
Just crazy. Like they started back then with an idea and they followed it through, and it turned into a fucking. It literally took a whole company over. Like Disney was all about cartoons and shit. And now Disney's like superhero dick. It's like that's craziness.
Well,
And
it's funny.
DC could figure that out. That'd be cool.
Well, the thing about it that really helps is Kevin Feige likes comic books. He likes Marvel. He likes DC. He likes all that shit. The only reason it's going so well is because he's been in this game his whole life. I don't know if you know this or not. He was actually one of the fucking dudes on the set for Blade. He actually worked with Wesley Snipes on Blade and was giving him Blade comics to try to make the movie more like Blade-esque than just some random fucking thing. But that movie,
Blade was a good-ass movie. But the first two are great.
The shit. Yeah, the third one was not good.
The third one was Ryan Reynolds was playing Deadpool and Blade was there, and it was just weird. I'm pretty sure he is literally actually Deadpool in that movie. Like, but he's not Wilson Wade or whatever the fucking his name is.
You just flip the words.
Wade Wilson, that's it.
Yeah, there you go.
I was just reading it like off of his transcripts. Wilson Wade. Oh man, but no, it was just goofy. Like when I thought about that overall, and I finally finished the Dark Tower series, reading those books, and you know what? I eat crow on this one. It is actually a good series. The first book is still dog shit, and the second book is dog shit until you get halfway through it. But overall story, pretty good.
Not everything can be Prey. Not everything can be as good as Prey.
Not everything can be Eat, Pray, Love. Am I right? Shout out to my homies. But fuck.
To Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Shout out to Julia Roberts. Don't stop doing what you do.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine actually just like if you saw her on the street, you'd be like, "Yo, shout out Julia Roberts! Don't stop doing what you do." She'd be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
See, you know what? I feel like she would give a bad reaction, but if you saw like Sandra Bullock and did that shit, it would be a party. Nothing but good things would happen after that. I feel like Sandra Bullock is someone you can trust.
Except one thing I would yell at her is, "Don't do Gravity 2." Like,
yeah, stay away from that.
That movie was shit. Like, fucking terrible film. Oh, I just laugh. I'm like, fuck, man. My elbow had to pop, but I didn't. I don't know why I got hyped on movies.
Because it's probably the only thing any of us have fucking been doing is watching movies.
I know our free time is now spent. Like, we're like, all right, I need something to get me out of reality. Video games aren't solving this issue. I can put a movie on, half pay attention to it, and still scroll on my phone.
The Sandman took care of that for me, dude. You watch The Sandman yet?
I did not. Nope. Not yet. It's on my to-watch list.
Dude, it's so fucking good. Like, dude, I'm such a fucking Neil Gaiman fucking slut, and I
love his books.
Dude, the Sandman shit was so good, and it's so awesome because like right now there's nothing like really fun and awesome out like that, and that really like
shows.
Yeah, it hit me right in the tickly spot. I was like, man, fucking hasn't had any more Good Omens. There's no more American Gods. I was like, this is right where I want to be. It's the practical effects in it are so good, and so are the actual virtual effects. I was so surprised. I was like, Netflix, you really put some fucking money into this one. You did good.
I mean, that's the thing. I feel bad because I love Netflix. Mr. Netflix, please sponsor me. Please hire us to like help you write stuff. But I laugh because there are certain times where like they'll have great shows and they invest a decent budget, and then like because they are terrible at marketing, like hands down they are some of the worst people at marketing. They'll just cancel shows. Like that one we loved, Adam, that was like Sherlock Holmes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It got one
Well, you
season.
saw that they're trying to fix that, right?
What are they fixing?
So right now, Netflix has left this up to the people. If you go on to Netflix, whatever show you're watching, there is a fucking like rating system on the show now. If the shows are rated high enough, they actually now keep them. They will keep making the show if people are watching. So as long as people are going on, there's literally like there's like a rating system where it's like, don't like it, love it type shit. You know what I mean? There's like three different things you can pick to like, I'm not interested, or I love it. If you love it, make sure you click that shit because that's supposed to be the way that they're going to continue to make shit. If you
This
actually
is why
like,
their
really
marketing's
like it.
bad because they have not released that you should do this if you want your show to keep. It's like it's ridiculous. They're trying to make it like a YouTube algorithm where it's like click the like button, hit subscribe, and make sure to click that bell for notifications on when your favorite show comes out on Netflix. It's like,
Well,
Do that, please. Thank you.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing too, because that's just how out of the loop in general that Netflix is. That they do not fucking pay attention to what you do or don't like. They're not looking for your feedback anywhere else. But now they finally added a system where it's like, oh shit, well this show's at least like got an 85% approval rating. I guess we should fucking keep making it.
Legit, I would like it if they made it so you could subscribe to shows so that you could fucking essentially like, because the my list thing's great, but sometimes I don't want all of the shows I used to watch to be on there, and it's too much of a pain in the ass for me to go in and like click them out of there. So if they were to just make it so you could subscribe, and then when there's new episodes, it pops up, that'd be cool.
Well, you know what Netflix is kind of missing?
What's that?
You know how when like when Comic-Con comes around, right? Comic-Con, everybody shows up, and IMDb has like the IMDb boat, and then usually like Kevin Smith has like a cast of people on doing like a small interview / panel that isn't for Hall H.
Mm-hmm.
When they do that, Netflix needs to do that shit now. So like if I go to watch, the Sandman, they should already have a bunch of content that they've already created outside of the show for you to watch. Like they should have interviews. They should like the same way if you and I would pop on a DVD and watch deleted scenes, special features,
stuff.
commentaries, all that shit. They need to fucking add that shit, right? So like when you see the Sandman, there should be a drop down underneath it with like a bunch of different content options to select from, being, like I said, deleted scenes, blah blah blah, all that other shit, storyboards, interviews, everything else. And I don't understand why they wouldn't just have other people come in, like it could be whoever, and do interviews and shit like that, and have that content there.
Well, that's the thing. They have these bad marketing departments that make these weird decisions. Like they were like, okay, so Talking Dead was successful. We're gonna have a Talking Dead-esque show for Stranger Things. And remember how that like failed miserably because nobody wanted to fucking watch it because it was like Talking Dead was only successful because at the time The Walking Dead started before streaming was like a big deal. And you would need to talk through what you just witnessed because, like, that show would kill off main characters and all sorts of stuff. But Netflix was like, yeah, we're going to do that for Stranger Things. And it's like, why? Nobody asked for that. Nobody is like, oh, let's think about what just happened in Stranger Things. It's like, it's not that type of show. And, like, they don't market when new shows are coming out. Like, the only show they marketed that was getting released so far that I ever saw any ads for or anything was Stranger Things. But, like, Sandman, I didn't even know was coming out until, like, it was just, like, one day it just popped up in my new release. I'm like, the fuck? I was like, oh, okay. I'll add that.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the problems that I know.
Even Lock and Key, they did that. I'm like, yo, Lock and Key is a really good
So,
fucking show. You gotta get better at
It's
this.
funny. It's funny you say that because, like, coming into the Sandman shit, right? I knew it was being made, but I didn't know when exactly it was coming. Trailers were dropping. I didn't know when they were dropping. I would catch them on YouTube sometimes, and
Just assume.
this show was supposed to be out in like 2020, I think, but everything got held up with COVID and blah blah blah. But Lock and Key, that shit obviously went over really well. They're on season 3 right now. But the thing about season 3, I didn't even know it was coming out, and then all of a sudden I get a fucking text on my phone from Netflix that goes, yo, notification. Lock and Key's out today. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, I had no fucking idea.
It's like a nice little treat.
Yeah, that was wonderful. I was like, so you're telling me I just got done watching Sandman, you blew the tits off my body with that, and now you're coming at me with season 3 of Lock and Key? I was like, you beautiful fucking people. Thank you. This is exactly what I needed.
But that's the thing. They gotta just get better at like. I get it. I'm not a $1 billion company. I've never worked in that field, but like. And I know they release so much stuff, more than what we watch. Like, they have other countries' exclusive shows and stuff like that. But that's the reason you have divisions, and that's the reason you have different divisions of marketing. And, like, if you're going to have a fucking marketing group, you have to learn how to use it and how to, like, not just, like, notify people of releases, but, like, feedback. Like, get actual feedback from people, not dumbass automated surveys. Like, have you ever had after you finish something on Netflix, it's like, do you want to take a survey? I've had that happen like 4 times. Like, if I finish a movie or a show, it's like
a survey.
Yeah, it pops up with a survey like every once in a while, and you can choose to like ignore it on Netflix.
What?
Yeah, it's happened to me like once or twice. Like, I think it's happened to Charles twice, where it'll pop up with like a survey after you finish like a series or something, and like
what does it ask?
I don't know. We always skip it because like
I've never
automated
seen
surveys go into they just go into a fucking junk folder. I know, just because like my company has a survey, and guess where it goes? Nowhere. Nobody fucking looks at them.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm like, what?
But
yeah,
it's like,
I didn't either.
You have to have like something better than that. Like, I think you just need to like pay attention to online forums. Like, just have somebody whose job it is to scour the internet to look at only the positive feedback first, to see how many people are talking about it in a positive manner. Then you look at how many people are talking about it overall, because good and bad publicity is really good, because those bad publicity people are still watching your show. I mean, it's like Howard Stern's method. There, out of 10 people, 4 people would listen to it because they were big fans. Then you had 2 people who would listen to it out of just like, it's just something in the background. They didn't care. They didn't like it. They didn't hate it. And then you'd have 4 people hate it. It's like, but you're still getting 10 listeners, you know? You need that whole spectrum. And they just don't bother. They're like, nah, we had like 5 people say this movie's shit. Cancel the next one. Like, you're like, what the fuck? Like, the Resident Evil show came out. I didn't fucking know that was being made. I still have to watch it.
Dude, I
heard
tried
it was
to. Yeah, I tried to watch the first episode of that, and I couldn't. I was so fucking bored.
Yeah.
The whole fucking way through it, and I was like, I'm not watching the next episode. I can't. I was like, I didn't know this was going to be this fucking boring. Like, I was so fucking not into it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, I get disappointed because I'm like, fuck. I like consuming the media, but man, if I don't know it's there, how am I gonna fucking watch it? Also,
Yeah,
there's
but
just too much streaming. But Peacock, I will say, you guys are right. Peacock was a solid investment. It was good shit. Oak
some
Island,
good shit
baby.
on there. Yeah,
Watching
some good
Curse of
shit on
Oak Island and get my dick hard watching my Discovery shows, just being like, "Ooh, they're gonna find Spanish gold. They're gonna find the Templars there." It's just fucking good. I'm like rubbing my nipples thinking about going there. I'm like, oh, I want to go to Oak Island.
That's one of those shows that when it ends, they're gonna be like, yeah, and then we found nothing. Like, great.
Oh,
we
no,
have
dude,
no.
Dave, they're
We have
finding stuff all the time, man. If you'd watch the show, you'd know. Found
I
Spanish
feel like
gold.
it-
They found coconut fibers. How did coconut fibers get up there? How? Closest
I don't
coconut
know,
tree is like 1,200,000 miles away. And they found it under the sand, buried, put there on purpose, David. Put there on purpose.
By who? Who did it?
Exactly. Was it the Templar? Was it Spanish pirates? I don't
Was
know
it your
yet.
producer? Yeah.
Yeah, was it a producer? Oh, jeez.
Just wait until they start digging. They're like, we found a fucking pirate's Nokia brick cell phone. It's never been broken. There's text messages in here. Somebody was last playing bowling on this in 1843.
The Snake game has the highest score I've ever seen. Yeah.
Those shows just piss me the fuck off because like I'll tell you this, at least if it's like an honest documentary type like looking thing, it makes me almost believe it where I'm like, oh shit, this is like uncut raw footage. This is probably what it is. But then when there's like, holy shit, what did I find? Is this a golden nugget? And then it's like, pling, and there's like a fucking guitar in the background and some stupid music, and they like pan in on the side of the dude's
God,
fucking
you
ear. I'm like,
fucking
what is the
hater?
they make, they make it so fucking fake. They're like, yo, they're like, just so you know, this is like exactly how we filmed The Office,
Oh,
but that
God.
was a joke. We want you to think this is serious.
Look, man, I love those shows and I love my house fixing shows. Do not take those away from me. I have white privilege. Those are my fucking bread and butter. Like, without those, I have nothing.
I have nothing. Oh my god. I don't know if that's sad or if that's okay or like I don't even know where to leave you with that.
No, I love it. I mean, oh man, those shows for some reason they're just such a comfort.
It's probably because you don't have to think at all. You
Yep.
just sit and you consume. You don't do anything else.
Yeah,
You just let it brainwash you until you fall asleep.
that's my sports right there. Some people watch other people hit paddles and balls, and I watch that. Although my dog loves golf.
Paddles? What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
was talking about
Paddles.
pickleball, but
Pickleball.
Nobody's watching pickleball.
everybody's watching it, man. Everybody.
No.
Beaker likes golf. He loves listening to
Good.
golf. When I leave him home alone, I put the golf channel on, and he just has a blast.
Just listening to golf.
Dude, he's watching homeboys in sick-ass pants looking like Santa Claus hitting birdies. One of the greatest things I've ever seen. That's why, man, this is so good. Sorry, I get so hype. I get so hype when I talk about my white people shows.
Makes you
But
feel excited and giddy.
I get pumped. I'm like, oh, I want to go looking for gold now.
See, that'd be fun. You know, that'd be cool going to look for some gold.
Let's do it. Come down here. We'll go to Galveston. We're gonna find pirate gold.
I had somebody who was showing me these rings. They were like, "Yeah, I think they're actually gold." I was like, "What makes you think that?" And these were like some fairly good sized rings. These weren't ladies' rings. These were men's rings. And they go, "Oh, well, they say if it sinks in water, it's gold." I was like, "Is that what they fucking say?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "You stupid fucking piece of shit. That's for gold flakes, you fucking retarded person." I was like, if you put anything like a ring that's made of any metal, gold or not, it's gonna fucking sink. I was like, do you think metal is like Jesus and it walks on water, but gold is the only thing that sinks?
Well, why do you
like,
think
what?
boats work?
My mind was just like, what the fuck was your thought process on this? I was like, you're holding like a 10-ounce fucking ring. Like, it is heavy as shit. It's gigantic. I was like, how the fuck do you think this thing is not going to sink in a glass of water if we put it in a glass of water?
Oh my god, I'm gonna be a billionaire when I buy so many fucking fake rings on of Amazon and start selling them to people. Watch as they sink in water. I'll get a wooden wagon to be out there. Step right up, step right up.
Yeah.
Like a genuine gold. Like,
That's right. Well, if you call it genuine gold, it don't have to be made of any gold. It could just be
Yeah.
gold colored. That's the best part.
it's genuine. Take a bite on it. It's gold. Oh.
You don't want to fall for those fucking shysters.
I'll become one of those. Fuck it. Let's quit our jobs, become shysters, guys. Let's do it.
A professional
Deal.
shyster.
I'd be down. Oh my goodness.
I could be a professional shyster.
That's gonna be the name of this episode. I could be a professional shyster.
Maybe we should start cooking up some schemes.
Some get rich schemes.
Shit, I know a get rich scheme. Fuck, all three of us put together like 2 G's to total 6. Because when you have 2 times 3, it makes 6.
Okay.
And we'll just open a fucking State Farm insurance firm. That's money. Those people don't do shit. They just sit there all day. You want insurance? I have to have it. You gonna buy it right here.
So we just open up. Don't we have to get like registered or something, or do we just own?
So from what I found out, it costs like $400 to get the 4 licenses you need to be an insurance agent, which is like fire insurance, water damage insurance, automobile insurance, and whatever the fuck the fourth one is.
Life.
Once you have the licenses for all that shit, you're like good to go.
What about Pat sells insurance? Oh, he actually said he just does the math for the actual agent. He's remote.
Oh,
he
he's
likes
like
it.
an underwriter.
Yep, he likes it. He eventually will become a salesperson, but I need to make a decent amount of money in order to facilitate my lifestyle. As you can see, these walls aren't going to pay for their own paint. I am in about 2 hours. It's my life. Oh my goodness. I have to piss mega, but I think we did I think this has been a treat. I've missed y'all. This is legit like gonna hold me off for like a week because of therapy wise, because like my mental morale's been low.
We'll bring it back up.
I knows. I like when you guys send me videos or dumb questions like which is better, this or that's. So I'm gonna.
I like those too.
They literally make my day, because I'll sit there and have to actually think about, I'm like, which movie is better? And I'm like, of course it's Talladega Nights. I'm like, hands down, Shake and Bake.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't even think about Michael Clark Duncan, or may he rest. And I was like, oh, that's right. The Slammin' Salmon Man himself.
That's right.
Fucking A. Well, God damn it. It's been just another day with.
I ate all of my burrito, David.
I did not eat any burrito, Adam.
I am not an alcoholic, Elliott. I mean, I might be, to be honest.
Just an enthusiast.
I'm just, yeah. I just dabble. I'm not pro yet.
The show has ended. The show